Oh, singing too? Or just guitar?
Wait, go ahead and introduce it too.
This song is called Can I Take That Back? Baby, I understand why I cannot be with you, 'cause you still have some pain and I still have some issues. I never talk about it, but I always miss you. Still listen to Beyonce, that song we always kiss to. Breakups, it take a second before it hits you, 'cause is it over if it's still Facebook official? And I don't change it so it isn't really real, even though it's over. How come that isn't how I feel? That's why I'm waiting on your doorstep, praying that you got more left. Baby girl, I know it's on me, and I know we're both so lonely. I said I'd never take you back, but can I take that back? 'Cause I'm lost, lost, lost without your love, love, love. Baby, I'm lost.
So what's your favorite style of music to play? Like when you're just home and chill by yourself?
Probably like jazz.
Yeah? Was that what you first started out on?
No, I started off with like Jack Johnson, like John Mayer.
Mm-hmm. How old were you when you started playing music? Look at you.
Can't you see that it's just rain? I haven't played that song for like 5 years. Jack Johnson.
Well, that's great.
I got my first guitar. I wanted to do trumpet when I was younger, but there's I think there's 10 kids in our family. Money was tight, so I didn't have trumpet. But I got a guitar for my 15th. When I was 15 for Christmas, I got a guitar, and I didn't ask for it at all. I asked for like a Batmobile. Is that too old? 15 years old? But I just stayed up literally all night playing the guitar, and I fell in love.
So you were 15 when you started saying that music was your passion?
I first met Mimi 2 years ago through my friend Sam, because they were going to perform at the Muse, and as soon as I heard his music, I fell in love with it. I can't find the words to say I love you. It was lost upon a shore. Now I'm lost upon your. I loved his music so much that I got him to play for our work party, and I convinced my boss that we should let him play by just letting him listen to the 18 seconds of a song that he had written.
Did you have any inkling towards music before that?
Yeah, like my house is pretty musical. Like there's always Motown stuff going on.
Oh yeah?
That's my dad's kind of thing. And I love Motown. I love Stevie. I love Spinners, Four Tops, like all those bands. So yeah, always loved it. Always sang from like a really young age. I do like school choirs and stuff like that. I would do musicals. So I was on the basketball team, and so we'd have basketball practice till like 6:30, and then I'd have to run from basketball practice to practice musical. We're doing Oklahoma, and so I'd run to there. So yeah, I love musicals too. So this was fun. So that's another opportunity I had, was doing musicals and plays.
So where are you from?
I'm from Poland Springs, Maine. I was born in Machias, Maine, which, like, the town center was a laundromat. It was really, really, really small. Our closest neighbor was like 5 miles away. And yeah, so Maine's pretty rural.
Oh my goodness. Do you miss that?
I love it. It's funny, I have a couple nieces and nephews I haven't met yet. Well, just a nephew I haven't met yet. And I've met my niece once. They're in Maine. And I recorded a CD and I sent it out to them. and I've seen her like once, but she knows me. She's like, let's listen to Uncle Mimi's CD, and like she knows like all the words to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just have a lot of family support, which is very helpful. You know, a lot of people, whatever career path they choose, they don't always get that.
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate to have this.
So what are your next steps to progress in your career that you need to start?
Need to get some good recording. I'm planning on doing like a battle of the bands, getting good, and then hopefully win that. And then also I'm planning to do Stadium of Fire.
Okay.
Do that competition. And then also getting like a really I had my first practice with my new band and it was phenomenal. It was crazy. It's like one of those moments where you're like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So it's pretty exciting.
I remember when you were performing with Sam way back when. One thing I really loved about your performance is how charismatic you are. And so you interact with the audience, you make it like they're part of the music, they're part of that.
Yeah.
And so describe to me your experience of performing. Like, what happens right before? How do you feel? Like, nervous? What's it like on stage and what's it like after?
I know people like to be like, I'm never nervous before a show. I always get nervous before the show. Right before the show, I get like crazy nervous, like hope people show up, hope I don't mess up, and then once I get on the stage, it's like being at home. And I really love people. I love meeting new people, and a lot of the music that I write comes out through like personal, emotional experiences. But it's not for me, it's like for the people that hear it. And so when I present like a new song to an audience, I want to make sure that it's presented in the best way, in the most authentic way, like the most organic way. And I spaz out when I'm on stage. I get very charismatic, but it's just because the music that I write and knowing where it came from and what it's about, I can't help but let that come out through my body.
What's it like afterwards? So what's
After the show, it's almost like a relief because you market, you promote, you're practicing, you're making sure people are there, you're making sure everything goes well, you're making sure lighting's good, and it's almost like a stressful build up to it, and then once you get to the show, it's just amazing experience, and then it's really great to be able to talk to people about the show after, what they liked, what they appreciated. I also like to hear what people didn't like, so I can work on that after. But I think after the show, it's really just a sense of an accomplishment and satisfaction.
I didn't go to the October 4th show that you had, but the one before that, you gave out CDs.
Oh yeah.
And what was that one called?
That was the black and white sessions.
Okay.
So it was just like, people have been asking for music, and I just recorded an acoustic CD. I did a song on the piano.
So you play the piano as well?
Yeah.
Like, are you ever shocked to see who likes it or how many people like it, or do you even get that locally? Do you ever see...
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, I'll go hang out with like a buddy or like a new friend, and I'll see the CD sitting like, you know, like on the table, or like it's in their like car, like in the like CD player. It's interesting. And honestly, I probably shouldn't say this, but like it's not my favorite CD like version of me, like presentation of me, but it's very raw and very real, which I like. But I appreciate that so many people like it.
I know, like I was just say, like, how does
I'm not
it
mad
feel?
about it.
It's like, how dare you be
Why do you like
listening?
my music?
Is it almost surreal that people listen to it, or is it kind of you expect that because that's what you've been working towards?
Almost like full circle. Almost like that is the end game. Like, I stay up all hours of the night writing this music, trying to find the exact chords that fit, trying to find the melodies that fit, trying to find the words that fit. And then just for one person to like listen to one song and be like, oh, I like that, or like, oh, that made my day. Like, that's really what it's about, because that's what music has done for me. I love music, which is like the most generic thing you can say, but I love music, and I love what music has been able to do for me, like in my life, and I want so much to be able to reciprocate that and let someone else have those experiences and be uplifted through music that I write and compose.
That's awesome. 2 more questions.
Okay. Is this
Like-
a good interview stance, right?
It's like Dark Flower. Here's my watch. What song has meant the most to you?
You know, it's funny. I've been writing a lot of songs like every songwriter does, and there's a lot of songs that people never hear. You know, there's a lot of songs that you don't ever take the stage. There's a lot of songs that you write, and it's just for. One of my favorite songs that I have written is "Better Days." I had a buddy that was going through a tough time, and I don't play the piano that much, but I'm able to figure stuff out. And I was just playing on the chords, thinking about a situation, or playing on the piano, and the song just came out. And I also put rap verses to it. A lot of people don't realize that I rap, and I do. And it actually works really well. And so it's just very emotive, very real. So yeah, let's say Better Days.
That's awesome.
I would say don't forget why you're doing it. It's really easy if you don't get as many band page likes, if your Instagram isn't popping off. Like, that stuff is important, but it's not the reason. Like, you need to always take a step back and realize, like, what in any facet of life, like, why are you doing the things you're doing? Like, what purpose? Like, what's your end game? For me, I love music. I feel like it's what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm supposed to do. And I've seen the fruits of that already in helping people. So if people really want to do it, they have to be dedicated, be willing to sacrifice a lot, but also be able to channel that passion and be constructive and efficient and just put their heart
With you, with you, with you, I would lie if I didn't say I've seen an angel. I know most of y'all don't think that is true. Doesn't have the wings or things you think she would have. But from the first time that I saw her, I knew. Cause I'm pretty sure life's about a little more than rich or poor. Just people with the dagger, you'll be judged with the bitter sword. I think the Lord is wondering, I guess people have forgotten all the bodies in the ground robbing the country. Fatalities enable my parents to be having me. I'm a dream with you, Dr. King, I'm reality. Just remember that the next.
He's just a really great performer. He's super charismatic, and he's just really into the music, as well as very talented guitarist and lyricist. And everyone who listens to it I've seen has really enjoyed it, and I look forward to hearing more of what he accomplishes.
So I've written a couple songs like she's mad. Your hair looks great, by the way. I don't think I told you yet.
Thank you.
I have a really big show coming up next month, opening up for Ryan Innes.
Okay.
So I'm really
Where's
cool.
that?
That's at Velour.
Okay.
Ryan Innes was on The Voice, and he did pretty well.
Your degrees in music then?
Psychology, actually.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did you choose that?
Just because I wanted to do something different other than music.
Okay. Well, what is your favorite song that you've written?
I'm really bad at ultimatums. Well, not ultimatums, like superlatives. It's hard for me to just be like,
Okay, one that means the most to you.
can I, song?
Yeah. Dance, actually.
Dance? My favorite dance? It's the Charleston. How about songs that have affected me? Like,
Okay.
that I can literally, like, Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. I love that song. John Mayer, Slow Dancing in a Burning Room. I'm naming 5.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Man, I really like Stevie for Once in My Life.
That's a good one.
Lauryn Hill's album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, is great. Zion. Sorry, this is just like totally off the fly. And I really like Kanye West's Family Business. Or All Falls Down. All Falls Down. I'll say that.
Okay.
That's not my. That might
It
change.
is now.
That might change.
Nope, you're stuck.
That's
That's
it.
for the rest of your life.
Okay.
The rest of your life.
That's fine.
It's
I'm
a good
okay
job.
with that.
Well done.
Maybe I walk away from it all on the edge to